Omo, hey, I'm just speechless. I'm very sure if you had watched this wager tonight, you would be so speechless and so surprised because we never saw Biggie coming. We never see him coming. Jo. Hey, babies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with me, Trusting me where you get the gist. As it do waiting, as it hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel or are you sitting on a far long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurt? So guys, talking about the gist as it hurts. Biggie, as usual, has surprised us like we never expected, guys. You know, there is something about Big Brother. When we think we can, predict or discuss or say whatever the show has for us and all of that. By the time you dey plan A, Biggie dey plan B. If you dey plan B, Biggie dey plan C. Like, I throw away cap and I salute Biggie especially because that man, he has his own ways of doing his things and his things are just unique. Whenever he bring his tricks and whatever he's bringing to us on our screen, we tend to feel it, we tend to enjoy it. Why am I saying this and why am I blushing while saying this? So we all know that the housemates are supposed to present their wager today. And we all have noticed how the housemates have been preparing, building their trees with waste products and all of that. So finally, they made their way to the arena. And of course, as usual, we were waiting for Biggie to tell them, oh yeah, when you hear the sound of the buzzer, start. You understand? Not until Biggie. Actually, Biggie was stretching the time, when just for them to start their wager. And Biggie was like, there is a twist to the wager tax, whatever. And the housemates were like, hey, you understand? And Biggie was like, henceforth, they're going to be judges for the wager presentation. I'm like, hey, Biggie, how did this one enter your head? Like, how did you even plan this in this man? Like, we never saw you coming at all, So henceforth, he said, normally Biggie gives the verdict, right? So, but he said henceforth that judges will be coming to give the verdict about if the housemates win or lose. When he said that, my head was like, I am very sure it's going to be ex-housemates coming to be the judges. While Biggie did that, my mind was, okay, let me see whom the ex-housemates would be. And of course, my instinct was not wrong, guys. And guess what? Hey, our judges for tonight wager presentation. Meanwhile, Biggie said something. He said, henceforth, okay, let's welcome in the judges as Biggie did first, because it was after the judges came in that Biggie expatiates the things to the housemates. So we had our 3 judges for tonight, and guess who they were? It was Ozor. That is Ozor from 2021. 2020 lockdown. That is Neo season. Yeah, we all have heard how Neo said Ozor is his bestie. And then we had Vendora of 2018, which was CC season. And we have our one and only rider, Chizzy, which was level up housemate of this just concluded season 2022, guys. Like, I was just smiling all through. I was literally smiling all through. When Ozor made his way to the stage, when entered the arena, Neo was so surprised. Like, Neo never saw that coming. Because his last diary session, he spoke on how much he is close to Ozor and how Pere and Cross relationship remind him of Ozor and himself, So, and then Chizzy coming in, Doyin was blushing all over. Doyin, that was somebody that has been kind of in her moody state. You understand? She was just blushing. It's just as if Biggie brought in some of those housemates to put smiles on the housemate faces. So, yeah, for tonight, we have Ozor, Vendora, and then Chizzy. And I'm very sure some of you all might not know Vendora. Vendora in her season actually did left on time. In fact, Vendora and Princess, you guys remember Princess on this particular show? Princess was the first housemate that left the Big Brother All Stars season. Yes. So Vendora, they were actually paired in their season. That is Double Wahala season, which Cici and Alex partake in that particular season. So Vendora and Bito No, was it Vandura? No, Vandura and the one that came for the comedy night. Yes, that White Money actually did tease about his comedy not giving. Vandura and the one they were pair and they were named Van D, and then Princess and Bito were pair that season and they were named Prito. So if you don't know Vandura, it is quite understandable. It is for people like us, the Jagaban of Big Brother Naija seasons. You understand? I would know them. Yes. So Vandura actually left on time. The 2 weeks, they stayed 2 weeks in Biggie's house, and those pairs were the first pairs that four housemates left that week. It was Vandura and the and then Princess and Bito. Yeah. So in case you don't know Vendora, just know that she is from Sissy's season. Sissy and Alex season. So yeah, then the housemates actually, started with their wager presentation, with their stepping in, Soma giving us the rap, and all of that, and then Angel with the words, the poem, and then White Money with a song, giving it an interpretation of what the tree represented. And then the choreographers, that is Neo, we have Cross, we have Baye. They actually just did their thingy. It was kind of a brief, how would I put it? It was kind of a brief wager tax, but it was given. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Even if they did not have much to say, because it was just them stepping in, then Angel with a poem, and then they will reply with trees and something like that, and then with the choreographers, which was Cross, Neo, and Baye, they were actually giving the description to what Angel was actually from the poem or Angel's poem, and then that's all before White Money came and gave the interpretation of the trees with a song, and that was all. So after every Biggie asked the head of house, Sholzy, that he should actually, give out how the housemates actually worked for the wager, and he started calling from the creative, the vocalists, to all of them, all choreographers. After he did, it was Biggie's turn. Okay, then it was the judge's turn to give the verdict. And do not forget, Biggie said something. He said he is the only one who has the rights to actually say otherwise when the judges have given their verdict. None other person had. And he also instructed the housemaid that they should not ever make any interaction with the judges. You understand? So yeah. So when they finished, Big Brother called on Ozor first off that he should actually give what he think about the wager presentation. So Ozor actually gave his special recognition to Baye, New Energy, White Money, and Cross, respectively, on how they did well in their various whatever they did, and Biggie said they can only give from 5, the highest is 5, followed by 4, 3, 2, 1. You understand? So also actually gave an accolade to the housemate that they actually did well. You get that he is giving them a 5, the highest of them all. Also did give the housemate a 5, and they clapped. Then Biggie called on George Vendora, and Vendora actually also gave her own quota of what she think about the tax, and she also gave a special recognition to the choreographer, the singer, and whatever, and also gave a special recognition to Baye that she actually did well with the dance and whatever. And then she gave the housemate a 4. The only complaint she has was that she said she expected that the dancing, that is the choreographers, would actually have more than one person at a time, because it was like 2 people at the same time. Sorry, 1 person at the same time. Like Vendora actually said she expected 2 housemates at a time dancing and giving the message, not just 1 housemate, because the arts represents unity. You understand? The art represents oneness, so they should see more than 1 person giving description of the words at the same time. That is the only place they lacked, and she gave them a 4. And then it got to Chizzy's turn. Of course, you guys know the rider. And we all know that Chizzy does not like anything that will stress him in terms of English. English and Chizzy are of different parts. Guys, don't mind me. I don't joke with this guy Chizzy. If you try Chizzy, you're looking for me. But me, as usual, I always say the truth. It don't concern me how you feel about it, So yeah, Chizzy and English, they don't go the same part. But I don't think that was the reason he gave the verdict that he gave, because actually all he could say is it was a rap. There was nothing like he actually called White Money that he's gonna be bringing the Grammy to the East. White Money smiled, and he was like, it was a nice job. It was everything and in between. Chizzy was like, it was a wrap. But guess what? Chizzy gave the housemates 2.5. This guy is a rider for a reason, because this guy is one person that I was really wishing any season of Big Brother I want to see him there. Any season of Biggie I want to see him there, because this guy can be so controversial, like effortlessly creating chaos and without minding anything. So he actually gave the housemate 2.5. Imagine, from Ozor giving the housemate a 5, from Vendora giving the housemate a 4, Chizzy giving 2.5. And he was like, guys, you all know that Big Brother would actually not, actually rate you guys low. So I'm just giving you guys a 2.5, just for giving sake. You guys wrapped it. You guys actually did amazingly well. Like they did well, So I think he's a kind of just giving the number because he knows that the housemate has actually won the wager. You understand what I'm trying to say? So he was just like, it's 2.5. The housemate actually laughed over it, And then after the judges gave their own judgment about the wager tax, then it was Biggie's turn, the mighty of the mightiest. So Biggie was like called up on the head of house. First off, of course, we all know that the head of house actually did everything possible to make sure that this tax comes out great. So Biggie first off hailed the head of house and told him that from the moment I gave you the head of house title, you carried up your job like nobody's business, and which is true. Biggie no lie. Omashola took this HOH thing is so personal. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Biggie actually gave him some accolade for actually putting so much effort being the head of house. He was not nonchalant like doing rain. You understand? The guy, they give them hot shots. All housemates stood still for Sholzy. Like they had to do what is right. They do not have a choice but to do what is right. You get? And that is the kind of head of house the housemate need. In fact, left for me, I do not want Chizzy to go. Chizzy should stay to the very end. Big Brother should just do the kind of thing he did for Chizzy and Rachel. A week before the finale, he can go. The guy is so good. He's needed in that show to add spice. First off, Biggie called up on the head of house, and actually admired his effort and everything, And then the head of house asked Biggie for something. The head of us said, Biggie, please, can I make a speech? And Biggie was like, okay, go ahead. He was like, Biggie, for the very first time this season, I actually made sure the housemate got prepared for the wager on Friday, because ever since I've been watching them from outside of the house, they barely prepare for the wager tax. They are always nonchalant. They will always wait for the final day. But today, I changed that narrative. I don't care. According to Sholzy, he said he doesn't care if he goes back into the house and the housemate will come for him. That he no give an F. And I love that guy. I'm telling you guys. So he was like, he doesn't care, but he's going to say the truth that ever since they've been the season of All Stars, the housemates barely prepare for their wager. And guys, which is true. That is why each time I will tell you guys they will not win the wager. Next thing, they would actually do well in their wager. But the thing is, they barely prepare. But when they go to the arena, they do their best. So Sholzy was like, they actually prepared before time. Everything was on point. Everything did make sense. You understand? So for the very first time, he's actually saying the housemates, they tried. So in every Big Brother gave his verdict and it was a win for them. Yes, the housemates actually won their wager. Seeing the preparation alone, I knew they would win. Seeing the head of house doing his thinking, I knew they would win. Guys, it was just too much tonight. But meanwhile, I will let you guys tell me what you feel about Biggie's twist to the head of house, to the wager tax challenge, bringing in the judges. What do you feel? What do you feel about Ozor, Vendora, and Chizzy? Let me know what you feel about them respectively. Meanwhile, I would go to the social space and get you guys what people think about the twist Biggie bro. But for now, I'll be stopping here. The next video would be people's reaction to the judges and to the wager challenge and all of that. Definitely people will be coming for the judges. Some will say, oh, this one no talk well, this one did this. Ozor is sweet. Because definitely Ozor is one housemate that the people have been tripping for. Because he's so soft and sweet. So guys, the housemate reaction alone safe. I will gist you guys later. So now tell me, what do you think about Biggie and his twist? What do you think about this wager tax, and what do you think about the head of house Sholzy? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you guys pretty soon. Bye for now, guys.